A 10-day Vipassana retreat is unlike anything most people have ever experienced. It's not just meditation, it's an intense, immersive journey into the depths of the mind, a silent confrontation with oneself, and a powerful lesson in observing reality as it is, rather than how we wish it to be. But here's the real question. Can you handle 10 days without talking, distractions, or even eye contact? Many people come to a Vipassana retreat out of curiosity, spiritual yearning, or a deep desire for inner peace. But they soon realize this experience is nothing like the casual mindfulness apps or guided meditations they might have tried before. It's rigorous, demanding, and often uncomfortable. Yet for those who persist, it can be profoundly life-changing. The retreat begins not with meditation, but with a commitment. Upon arrival, students surrender their personal belongings. No phones, no books, no distractions. The idea? To completely detach from external noise and turn inward. And then comes the biggest challenge. 10 days of noble silence, no talking, no gestures, not even eye contact with fellow meditators. At first, it feels restrictive, but over time you realize the silence isn't a punishment, it's a tool, a way to break free from the constant distractions of daily life and truly listen to your own mind. The schedule is strict. The wake-up gong sounds at 4 a.m. No snoozing, no excuses. By 4:30 a.m., everyone is already meditating, still half asleep, but trying to focus on nothing but their breath. By 4:30 a.m., everyone is expected to be seated in the meditation hall or in their own assigned space, beginning the first meditation session of the day. The mind, still sluggish from sleep, resists at first. Thoughts drift, the body aches, but soon the focus returns to the breath, just observing it without controlling it. This simple yet powerful practice, called anapana, trains the mind to concentrate. It is the foundation of Vipassana. Breakfast is served at 6:30 a.m. The meals are simple but nourishing, always vegetarian. There is no rush, no socializing, just silent eating with full awareness of every bite. After breakfast, a short break allows time for rest or a brief walk before the next meditation session begins at 8 a.m. Here, students continue refining their concentration. By now, the mind has begun to settle, but it is far from quiet. Thoughts about the past and future creep in, memories emerge, and emotions rise. But the technique requires one to simply observe without reacting. Easier said than done. At 11 a.m., lunch is served. This is the last full meal of the day. This practice, though seemingly austere, is designed to aid meditation. Digestion consumes energy, and a lighter body allows for a clearer mind. The afternoons are spent in more meditation, with brief rest periods in between. By 5 p.m., tea time arrives. While old students have their fruit and tea, new students are given a light snack. Then, another meditation session follows, leading into the evening discourse at 7 p.m. This is one of the most anticipated moments of the day. Each night, a recorded lecture by S.N. Goenka, the teacher who popularized Vipassana worldwide, is played. His teachings, delivered with both wisdom and humor, provide guidance and motivation. He explains the philosophy behind the practice, the science of the mind, and the purpose of the silence. These discourses bring clarity to the struggles students face during the day, offering reassurance that what they are experiencing is normal. The evening discourse is often a moment of relief, a reminder that this journey, though difficult, is leading somewhere. The final meditation session ends at 9 p.m., and soon after, the retreat center falls into complete silence. By 10 p.m., all lights are out. Sleep comes quickly to most, exhausted from the day's efforts. Then at 4 a.m., the cycle begins again. The first few days are the hardest. The mind rebels. The body screams. Every ache, every restless thought, every urge to quit is amplified by the silence. Some people even pack their bags ready to leave. But here's where the magic happens. Those who push through start noticing a shift. The constant chatter in their minds slows down. Thoughts that once dominated every waking moment start to lose their grip. A new kind of clarity emerges. By day 4 or 5, the technique of Vipassana is introduced. Instead of focusing only on the breath, Students begin to scan their entire body, observing sensations without reacting. And this is where the real work begins. Vipassana teaches a profound truth. Everything, pain, pleasure, happiness, suffering, is impermanent. The more we react to sensations, the more we suffer. The goal, train the mind to stop reacting. Whether you feel intense pain or overwhelming bliss, just observe without attachment or aversion. Sounds simple, but in practice, it's one of the hardest things you'll ever do. For many, this is where buried emotions surface. Some people experience waves of anxiety, grief, or past trauma, but instead of running away, they sit with it. And slowly, those emotional patterns begin to dissolve. By day 8 or 9, something shifts. The silence, once oppressive, becomes comforting. The mind, once chaotic, feels lighter. There's a deep stillness, a kind of peace most people have never felt before. On day 10, the vow of silence is lifted. For the first time in over a week, people speak again. Laughter fills the air. The connection with others feels deeper, more genuine. And then reality sets in. The retreat is over. It's time to return to the outside world. But something is different. The same world awaits outside, but the way you perceive it has changed. The constant noise, the endless distractions, the emotional turbulence, none of it holds the same power anymore. There's a deeper understanding that everything, no matter how intense, will pass. And with that realization comes peace. For many, this is just the beginning. The real challenge lies in integrating Vipassana into daily life. But even if one doesn't meditate for hours each day, something lingers, the ability to observe without reacting, to remain still in the midst of chaos. And that in itself is a gift. If this journey resonates with you, if you feel called to experience this profound transformation, consider giving Vipassana a chance. It's not easy, but it might just change your life. Would you try a 10-day silent retreat? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video inspiring, hit that like button. It helps spread the message. Subscribe for more content on mindfulness, self-discovery, and spiritual growth.